Hey guys, it's Autumn Rain. Welcome back to a new episode of Beyond the Record. And today I have rising rapper LaMia here with me today. How are you doing, LaMia?
Hey, it's good to see you. I'm doing good. It's a nice, easy breezy Thursday, so I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and I'm happy you're here too. We were just talking off camera. We're talking about Marvy, who's her manager who I went to high school with, and she's just such a cool person. So shout out to Marvy for setting this
Shout
up
out
with me.
OHTF out here trying to function. Shout out Marvy. We love you.
Yes, yes, we love you, Mari. So we're gonna get talking about LaMia. So what would you say is how you got introduced to music? Like, tell me a little bit about your early childhood.
Well, growing up, my mom, she used to work in like music publishing. So
Oh.
like my childhood consisted of like OD heavy 90s rap, hip hop. But my mom's also like super into like neo soul and then, like John Mayer, but it also got like to 50 Cent. And then I had my dad who was like a mixtape dude. So it was very much Jadakiss, just everybody, Jadakiss, Jay-Z, Stack Bundles, because he from Queens, Far Rock, all of that. So it's just like a nice mix of like, yeah. And then as I got older, I got more into like indie pop and just like different sounds. And I always wrote music though, like since I was a child. And then my senior year in high school, I had an ex who rapped and we were sitting in his friend's kitchen and they were like, we about to record. And I'm like, in this boy kitchen, like in his mother house? Like, okay.
All
And
right,
they were
I'm
like,
with it.
I'm like, well, okay, like let's get into it. And then the first song I ever recorded was a remix to Try Me by Dej Loaf. And that's still on SoundCloud today. And I sound crazy. I sound like a 5-year-old. Like
Oh my God, I love that. No, I love that. Right in his mother's kitchen. Like,
we was packed.
no, that's how it used to be. Like, bring back those memories. Like, that's how it used to really be in high school. We were just doing like I'm pretty sure I probably have a rap out there somewhere because that's what we were doing at that
Let me
time.
find out.
Oh no, it's bad. If it's out there, it's bad. Trust me, it is bad. Like, I cannot rap for my life. I wish I could. I really wish I could though, but I just cannot. So, who would you say is some of your favorite femcs out there?
Well, right now, Dochi the Don Dada. Oh, yes. Swamp Game, alligators, all that, and all that. I love Tia Corinne. And like OGs,
Mhm.
especially when I first came out, like nobody even called me LaMia. Everybody just called me Lil Kim. And I'm like, y'all know, I really appreciate the compliment, but I do have a name. Like I'm my own person. But that was also because I dropped a remix to I can't even think of the name right now, but the remix is called Not Your Bitch. And it's
Mhm.
obviously a remix to a Lil Kim song. So that kind of just took on a life of its own. So definitely Kim, Foxy, Eve. Oh my gosh, I love me some Eve. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Missy Elliott. Like just really like the Mount Rushmore of the ladies, like for real, for real.
Mhm.
Like I don't even know what to say after that. Like those are
They're
my
legends.
top, what was that, like 3 or 4? I can't count. I'm not a math girly. But
No,
yeah.
no, seriously, they're all legends in their own right. And I love me some Lil Kim. Like, I think she's my favorite for sure of the OGs. So, love
Yeah.
that. If you were to describe your own artistry in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Um, it would definitely be ever changing because B.Y.O.V is kind of like a lead single right now, but the rest of the tape is definitely more intimate and vulnerable. In a
Mm.
sense, I would definitely say, mm, sometimes I think my sound can be very vintage in terms of like my beat selection and my flow. But then I could
Mm.
also kind of like pep it up and get on like a dance pop track and really like play around with the beat. So
Mhm.
I would say versatile and just eclectic. Like it's me. It's me in like a very concentrated sense. It's like my innermost direct thoughts.
Mhm.
So it's definitely authentic to myself. That probably was more than 3 words, but you know.
It's okay. No,
Yeah.
that's good. Especially people listening to you for the first time. I love to ask that question and just to hear it from the artist's mouth and just say how you describe your own sound. So I love that. So your first, not first, but you released a song called DOG, which stands for Delusions of Grandeur back in 2020, which I really, really love that song. Um, so
No.
you're welcome. Seriously. I was like adding your songs like to my playlist, like the other day, like to my gym playlist and everything. So I love that.
Oh, I
No,
appreciate that.
yeah, girl, seriously. So what was your mindset like during that release?
That was actually a few years ago, and
Mhm.
I was making music with a lot of guys. Especially being a rapper, I feel like I end up in studio sessions or just like in group situations where I'm the only girl. And
Mhm.
I think it was kind of like I kind of, as a woman being like in a male dominated industry, it was kind of like
Yeah.
a fuck you. The song is very much like fuck all y'all niggas, like for real. Like
Mhm.
y'all got delusions of grandeur. Y'all trying to play me, but I'm really like that. And the song was really, especially when you listen to the chorus, like it's really a good fuck you. It was like my femininity and sexuality. That's why all y'all niggas mad at me. Cause
Mhm.
like, yeah, I could talk about my pussy and all that, but I think you really
Mhm.
distracted. You can't talk about yours. Like, to be honest, because I can talk about that, but I can talk about a lot of stuff. But mainly
Yeah.
people critique female rappers. It's you talk about your pussy, but that's what y'all listen to. Those are the songs that get big. And if that wasn't what y'all were looking for, they wouldn't be as popular, and people wouldn't keep doing it. So like, let's ask the audience.
Mhm. Let's analyze your lyrics. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like, what are you like exactly? Like, what are you talking about? Like, now it's a problem when I talk about it. Like,
basically, because you can fuck all the bitches, and like the bitches can't say nothing. Like, makes no
yeah.
sense.
They're mad. They're big mad, especially because now with the whole generation of like female rap like coming up right now, we're all doing like I say we as I'm a rapper, but
No, but
women.
you're a part of it. Media and all of
Yeah.
that, like that is very much a part of it, shaping the culture, the content, especially like
Mhm.
integral part. Do not ever like
Thank
hey
you.
y'all, okay?
No, thank you. Because I was like listening to like basically a lot of my favorite female rappers, or just like I don't even say female rappers, rappers, period, is they're talking about what these guys are talking about. The men are just mad because we're now profiting off of it. We don't want to like you see all of these different women, like you got W.O.V. Like W.O.V was amazing,
That
back in
was
2020.
huge. And people were mad. Like it was
Big mad.
oh my gosh, you would have thought they were talking about shooting up schools and shit.
Mhm.
Like you would
Exactly.
really think it was some, but it was not. It was just like I got some good pussy. Like, how you
Exact
doing?
Savage, like Megan really was holding it down. So I just feel like they're just big mad that these women are coming up here and messing up the game. They're like putting all of their, they're putting all the cards on the table and they're winning and they're big mad. They're upset. So I hate that for them, but bye. Like I really don't
Yeah,
care.
it don't matter. It don't even matter at this point. Like we're here.
We're here. I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So
Not for a very long time. Not at all, to be honest.
they're really shaping the culture, and I love that for them for sure. So we're gonna get back into your music too, because you just released "Bring Your Own Vices," which is an acronym BYOV. So which I feel like the tracks are definitely different in sound and also onto the topic as well. So
Yeah.
where do you find your inspiration for that one?
B.Y.O.V, I was my main inspiration, I guess, for that was my vices. Like
Mhm.
I the entirety of the project that B.Y.O.V is included on is kind of like not kind of, but it is literally like a chronological sequence of, I guess you could say, like a sort of spiritual awakening coming into myself and just really facing myself. Like, what were my vices at the time? So I just got on a track like, we on bullshit. Like, this, you on bullshit. We just gonna say it. We on bullshit. The track is just really, and it's just really me talking my shit. But I throw in, a lot of my spiritual eclecticness that I like to always talk about because it's relevant to everything, especially
Mhm.
for me. And
Yeah.
I feel like if, certain things that somebody has never heard of, if they hear it in the song, they might be, inclined to dig deeper, find out what it is. What does she mean? What is that bar? Because people look at that. People look at lyricism and wordplay and things. So I like to kind of make it like a little deeper, add some layers to it, and still like definitely be my regular raunchy self. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, but be playful about it too, but very much truthful.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say truthful. And that was just me being honest with myself about, maybe some BS. And the song is like, it's cute, it's cool to listen to, but
Mhm.
it was definitely me just being honest, like about the bullshit I was on at the time.
No, you went off. Mari sent me that, and I was like, "Who is this? She's going off." I love
Thank
that. You were so
you.
confident in your delivery. I think that's what really stuck out to me in both of your songs. Like it was just the confidence. Like I even felt better listening to it. Like I was telling you, I added them both to my gem playlist. I was like, I'm gonna be running. And I'm like, oh,
That's
oh.
what it's for. That is what it's for.
Yes. I love, like I said, like the production on there. So, how did you get the beat? Like, how did that whole process work out?
Oh, first of all, shout out to my guy, my brother, Mike Tripp.
Mhm.
He is honestly, he produces probably like I would say like a good 60 to 70% of the beats
Mhm.
um that I rap on. But he sent me that
Nice.
beat. Original name of it was Grouch. That's how much I fuck with the beat. I know what he named it. And I kind of just was like, I had the lyrics already high key. And I heard the
Mhm.
beat and I was like, oh, I got something for this. And just started tweaking. And like not too long later, we was in the studio. It was me, my boyfriend at the time, my little brother, and Trip. And we went there and we did the damn thing.
Yeah, no, you sure did. You sure did. That emoji, when it's like the little girl and like the house is on fire in the background. That's how I felt when you left the studio. That's how I felt when you left the studio.
Yes, my little brother was like, "Are you rich? You're a rapper." I was like, "No, baby, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The song is good though. Let's hope. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Like, let's see
Yes.
what it do."
Yes. So I noticed that DOG came out in 2020 and this one BYOV came out in 2024. So I know you had a gap between at least the releases you had like on streaming. So what was that? How was that transitional time for you and your music?
Oh, it was super. Well, from BOG to BYOV, in that gap, I met Mike Trick Terrell. I met him, so that was a huge course correct for me, or like a pivot,
Oh.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the pandemic was like a huge part of that.
Sure.
Actually during that time, I was like, damn, I can't record. So I ended up just buying a whole bunch of studio equipment and building a studio in the crib.
I love that.
And then yeah, I just kind of with that COVID period, like I definitely gave myself some time. I also moved. I was moving a lot. I was going through a lot of like personal stuff and like career job stuff. So I was just like really kind of all over the place for the most part. So I had to like
Okay.
sit down, get my mind right. And then by the time I sat down, I was able to really reflect. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when the change in my mindset happened. And that's how the new music kind of started bubbling. I did drop a little freestyle like last year, 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
to a Freddie Gibbs beat on YouTube. So that's
Ooh.
up there too. But I definitely was not consistent as far as streaming. Honestly, before streaming,
Nice.
I was a big SoundCloud head. I will always advocate for SoundCloud because we don't have stuff like that page or like LimeWire or anything. So you need a place
Mm-hmm.
to, for DJs to post their mixes, for artists to post their remixes, because you can't really do that on streaming and stuff. So
Yeah.
I have those two songs on streaming, and also I did a feature for another one of the homies, Saint Chris. Shout out to him.
Hmm.
The song's called Eve Jean on his William Ford tape, which is super dope. But that also kind of played a big part in BYOV and my, just my mental turnaround because that song is super dope. And it really spoke to where I was at the time, just coming into being a woman and having to sit my ass down for the pandemic and really think and write and having the time and space to do that. So
Yeah. Okay, so I think you go through just like creative hurdles sometimes, but you always found a way. And that's what I love. I can hear that in your music, you building a studio in your house. Like I did the same thing during the pandemic. Like I had to like build stuff like for my well, I had always ideas of a podcast, but actually going and making that trip to get my equipment and everything like that, setting
Yes, it's
up
like,
stuff. Right, it is. It's just like when the pandemic started, it's just like everything kind of went on pause. It's just like it sucks. It sucks. And it's just beautiful that it didn't kill your creativity, in the midst of all that. So
yeah,
love that.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you are a mother now. I want to congratulate you on that. You're
That's gonna be
welcome.
one next month. I'm like, damn, where does the time go? Like,
Really?
yeah, I have like, oh my gosh, I don't even, where
Oh
does it
my,
go?
oh my God. So how is like, how is navigating motherhood and music?
Um, it's actually been kind of easy. His dad raps. I'm also in the process of working slash signing to my son's grandfather, who is a OG in the music industry. His name is
Oh.
Denz. He was actually a part of the '90s rap group, The Outsiders. So working
Mm.
with like, it's very much a family affair. Like it's real easy. Like I will all be in the studio together, my baby father, he'll be holding the baby while I'm rapping or doing something with his dad, or we're all just chilling while his dad is making beats, taking pictures, making videos. Like it's like definitely a family thing. And it's
Oh.
so cool that I get to like my son, music is in his blood. So he's definitely his mom, his dad rap, his grandfather's a rapper. Like it's very much a family affair.
I was gonna ask that too because I was unsure. I knew that you had a child, but I was unsure like how old the child was. So that's really cool. I was gonna ask if your son has experience, obviously like you in the studio, but has his own interest in music. Do you think like what would be a like kind of dream career in music you think you'd want for your son?
Um, really, I'm just interested in seeing who he becomes in this world and how he chooses to navigate things. I think music
Hmm.
will definitely be a huge part of his life. I can't speak to whether or not he's gonna, he could be a producer, he could be an engineer, he could be a rapper, he could be a singer, he could be I don't really know. He's so smart and just very independent at the age of like what, 11 months. It's
Hmm.
crazy. He likes to bang. He has a little piano. He sees his
Oh.
grandfather with his beat pad and the keyboard and the turntables. So he's very much aware. And he
Hmm.
does like music. Like, oh my gosh, don't put on some Miss Rachel. It's over. Pop Little Bunny. It's a rap. It's a rap. Everybody has to be quiet. It's over. So I'm kind of interested in seeing it myself. I'll get back to you. Hopefully, you never know what can happen.
Yeah. Would you ever have him like on one of your songs or tracks too? Like, or like, like a interlude or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's generational wealth between royalties and all of that. When celebrities do that with their kids, that's it's cool to do creatively, but when you get those royalties, that publishing, like that stuff your kids can eat on forever because their names are on it.
Hmm.
So definitely something like that, whether it's a sample or, maybe he's interested in my instrument and he's just whatever way, really, it's really, really up to him. But I would love to. That's kind of my dream.
Oh.
I want to write a song about him, but every time I start, I'm just like I cry. So I don't.
Oh my God, you're
no,
gonna make me cry.
no, seriously, like I have the words, but it's just kind of like I don't know. It's like how can I put this feeling, this experience into words, really? So when I do, the world will know.
Yes. I was saying maybe one day you'll even have a collab with him. Like that would be so cool.
Yes, wouldn't it? Oh, a real family track. Like we all meet him, his dad, his grandpa, like just real generational vibes. I'm here for it.
Oh God. So who are some artists that you would love to collaborate with in the future?
Oh, Tia Corinne for sure. Tia Corinne, like I already see it. I'm just speaking it into existence. So, girlfriend,
Yes.
when you see this, holla at me. But
Yes.
definitely
We gonna
Tia
tag her.
Corinne. Her flow is crazy. Like, yeah, Tia Corinne. That's like on the top, very tip top of my mind right now. Just straight up.
Mm-hmm. No, yes, I see it too. We're gonna tag her in this, so she will be seeing
Yes.
this. And she better hit that inbox, or that DM. We don't care. Comment, like,
Yes,
subscribe.
it hurt me. Like,
And, I wouldn't be a good journalist if I didn't I keep hearing hints that you're giving me a project coming out. So what I keep
yes.
hearing this, oh, this is, like the first single and blah, blah, blah. So I have to ask, what are the rest of your plans music wise for the year? And give me some deets on that project.
Well, for the rest of the year, well, what is it? It's like the end of September now, right?
Hmm.
So I have a video that I'm working on that's in the process of being worked out, edited, all of that for B.Y.O.V. I love that video. It's so dope. It's so funny too, because I was just acting a fool in it. It was
I
just
can't
like
wait.
when I was there filming it, like I was around friends and family. So I was just having a ball. It was not even like work for me. And as for the rest of the year, I'll probably focus on I really want to get deeper and have a very what's the word? A very intricate rollout. I want to take my time with this. Like I don't want to just throw the singles out. I really want to
Mhm.
take my time and present them properly and give them a chance to stick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop everything too quickly and then it's like, oh, it's all out there and now is that's to me it just seems very climatic, whatever.
Hmm.
So I want to take my time with this because I took my time making everything. I put a lot of effort and energy into it. Um, and then I keep writing more music and making more music. And I'm just like, am I going to keep all these tracks? Like I'm still swapping stuff out. So it really just depends. But I have some dope stuff on the way. I've actually performed two other tracks quite a few times that are on the project but aren't out. One is
Oh,
Peanut Butter Leather and the other one is Pink. So I'm not gonna
okay.
give too much info on those, but if you know, you know, and if you've seen me perform them, then you know. So yes. So that I'm very excited about. And then my birthday's in January, so I definitely gotta do something big for that.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Yes. You need to do, oh my God, I would love to see you perform those songs because
Yes,
now I'm
listening
like,
party, definitely, because I love to get around everybody and vibe out and see like in-person reactions. I did that
mhm.
before with a video release of mine, and it was so fun. I definitely would love to do that again. So when I do, I hope you're there.
I'm there. I was about to say, you better hit me up.
I
You
got
know me
you.
now. Yeah. You better
I
hit me
got
up.
you.
I want to be there. I love listening parties. I love them. Especially, I did this interview with Dende, I want to say a year or two ago, and we spoke about having listening parties with women there and how the women were just so much more receptive of the music and honest about it than the guys were. And I was like, that's so true. Like, we're gonna tell you how it is. If you see us vibing, shaking our head, like whatever, even if we on our phones, not even paying attention, the music
Yes,
like just captivates us, and you're gonna see it in our body movements, see it in our facial expressions. So, bro, yes,
I
I
love it. I
cannot
love it.
wait. Cannot wait. So before we go, and then we're going to get on to our hot topic, I just want to know, where can everyone follow you, listen to your music, and then just keep up for your new releases?
Yes. So on all social media platforms, including SoundCloud, um, I'm at Solely LaMia. So that's at SolelyLamia. YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, um, TikTok, not really on there, but I will be. I'm learning to get into my content creator bag. I'm not there yet.
Girl,
I'm
same.
really some rappity rap ass nigga. I'm the nigga that freestyle over beats in the club. Like, so I'm trying to get into my content creator bag. So
Hmm.
y'all bear with me. But I'm gonna get right with you. So and yeah, and that's me on everything.
Yes, it was so great talking to you.
Yeah,
And
thank you. It was great talking to you too. It was a very
yeah,
natural flow conversation. And you asked great questions. And you're just so charismatic and beautiful. So thank you for having me.
girl, so are you. So are you. Thank you. So we're going to get into our hot topic, which I am so happy to talk to you about because it's based on your new song, Bring Your Own Vices, B.Y.O.V, which is out now on all streaming platforms. So
Yes,
You
yes.
better be listening to it and adding it to your playlist. So we're going to talk about what is a vice of yours that you still have or are working on right now. So,
Um, uh, Realistically, a vice that has been constantly impacts me like my whole life. Time management. Time
mm,
management. Busting my head right now for real. Like as a mother, I'm in school, I'm an artist, like I'm getting in my entrepreneurial bag. So time management is like super key. Um and in relation to the song, I would say definitely like navigating relationships. I talk about it a little bit briefly, but more so in a very casual sense,
mm,
as far as like my sexuality. And then, of
mm,
course, like euphemisms for like recreational drugs and just like bullshit and drama,
mm,
which is definitely a common theme throughout the rest of the project, too. Like just my thoughts on all of that. And of course, my little mystic shit that I be on.
mm.
And just alchemy and finding balance and that duality in talking my
Mhm.
shit and being honest about my shortcomings, but still popping my shit like, yeah, I'm all this but I'm still this at the same time, so it is what it is.
Period.
And yeah, it's like bring your own vices, like I got mine, bring yours, what's up? Like if I see you and you see me, then it is what it is.
No, I agree, especially with to get to your first vice too, with the time management. I feel like I am conditioned to almost, it's like looking at my email, looking at my like text messages overnight because I'm a do not disturb girly. Like
For
11,
sure.
11 o'clock hit, do not disturb. Like, unless you my mama, like, don't call me. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm tired. So I would say that. And like, I love a good calendar app, to keep
Yes. Oh
track
my
of
God. A
things.
good planner and some good pens to keep me motivated. I'm a stationary girl. Like I love paper notebooks, calendars, organizing stuff, like all that,
Same.
all that.
Same. I like we were talking about, your entrepreneurial bag too. And I'm thinking like digital products, like the girls are killing it on Etsy with their digital planners and
Yes.
stickers and all that type of stuff. I love that. Like I'm not like my planner is not that cute yet. Yeah, we're working on it. But I also suggest, it's not an ad, by the way. Notion is such a good app. Like I use it to just like task management and all that type of stuff, like to keep me, updated and stuff like that. So totally suggest that. This is not an ad. I really
I'll
do love
definitely
it
check
though.
that out because I need something like that. I'm always looking for like new little stuff. I have like apps on my laptop. Like I'm a big fan of Trello.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, And
Trell's
then
good.
I need something that I can use for my phone though. Trello is good on my computer. And I have like
Mhm.
a whiteboard that has two sides. So one side is like a calendar and the other side is like quadrants
Ooh.
of, different tasks that I have to do. But I definitely I'm gonna look into Notion because I need something for my mobile that I can keep up with.
It's good on your phone. I love it on my iPad and my computer, literally all three. Like I love it. It just keeps me so, and that's like trying to get in a habit of checking that the first like thing I do in the morning. So yeah, definitely. I would say my personal vice that I'm working on is saying no, the art of saying no, but then
Mhm.
not feeling guilty. That's the part that
Yes.
be eating me up. Cause I'm like, no, I'm a boss bitch. Like, no, like don't bother me. I said no, period. And then I get back home and I'm like, oh my God, is this person upset with me because I set a boundary. Like I'm so like fake with it. I try to be hard so bad and just like so false. I'm
I
like,
love that though.
it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's kind of like one of those interview questions when you're getting a job, like, what's something you need to work on? And it's like, oh, I work too hard, And I feel like it's one of those answers, but it really is something I think I've always dealt with, even to get to the point where just saying no, I would never do it. I would just say yes to everything. Like, I'll go to this place, I'll show up at this event. And I feel like I do have a really good group of friends who aren't like that, who aren't going to get mad at me if I say no. But
And
I
that's
think,
what's important.
yeah, but I like got PTSD from all the people that were just like angry with me for setting a boundary, you know? So that's the part where I'm just trying not to feel guilty with saying no. And I saw this TikTok or Instagram, but I don't know what it was. And they were just like, you need to put at least 1 hour of the day that is just for yourself. Like, if you're going to read, you're going to take a nap, like whatever it is, but
Yes.
just for yourself. So outside of, media stuff and writing, I like reading. So I'm trying to like, I'm back in my reading bag. I already hit my goal for the year already.
Yes.
So I'm happy about that. Yeah. So I just feel like that's definitely, something I do want to work on in the future. It's just hard.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Thank
And keep
you.
pressing those boundaries and don't let these people play with you. It is hard though, because sometimes I'm like, I'm like, I'd rather have a problem with somebody else than have a problem with myself. Because sometimes I do worry
Ooh.
about the same thing. But I'm like, I feel so good being in my bed a little earlier than I would have had I said yes. Or I felt
Mm.
so good being able to like reset, unwind, and prepare for the next thing because I'm not so jam packed. Because I feel like that's a big part of time management too, is how much
Mhm.
energy and time you give to other people, and that requires boundaries too. So
It does.
congrats
It
to you
does.
on that.
Thank you. I love that you said that you'd rather have a problem with someone else than yourself. Like, no, that's a word. No, I
Because
love
I gotta
that.
go home and live with myself after this, look in a mirror and you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. That's the one thing I learned from that video. If I find it, I'll definitely, tag it in there. And they said that you should do your hardest task first of the day because it's
uh,
going to be looming. I hate that. I hate
I feel
that.
like I can't do anything else. It's that ADHD. I was like, oh no, I have one thing to do at 1 p.m. Because I was struggling. I was like, all right, we got this Zoom, but you do still have other stuff. And I'm like, girl, focus, figure it out.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But no, I love that tidbit that you said. Like that is what we're gonna leave with today. That we rather be mad at someone else than ourselves because
Period.
we deserve to unwind and chill and not be a servant to others. Okay. So for our last thing today, before LaMia goes, which I'm actually really sad about.
We'll catch up. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, yes. So we're gonna get to know LaMia a little bit more with some rapid fire questions. So here we go. So what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn Sun, Pisces Moon, Libra rising. Yes, I'm an
Mm,
Astro Girly OD. I'm
yeah.
annoying actually.
No, I am too. I
Super
am
annoying.
too. No, we're gonna chat. We're gonna chat because I am too. Who was your teen celebrity crush?
I don't know. I like Niecy Nash for a long time, or like no LL Cool J. Like I like hella older people,
He's
just
so
grown
beautiful.
ass people. As a kid, I really liked LL Cool J. Like, girl,
He fine. He fine.
no,
And Niecy Nash
seriously.
is beautiful. So you got good taste. You got good taste.
Thank you.
No, I said the thing with my mom, like I love Method Man, and my
Oh my
mom's like,
gosh.
he's like a couple years younger than me. Like, what's wrong with you? But
No,
whatever.
that's a classic find.
Mm, yeah. But who would play you in a biopic of your own life?
Oh, no. You want to know? Just to be annoying, I would probably have like a guy play me just to be Aggie.
Mm,
Like John Travolta in Hairspray, like something like that. I probably have a guy play me. But who
okay.
would it be? I don't know. It would have to be like somebody short and brown. Oh, Marion. I don't know. And make it like a musical and just have him pop locking through the whole thing. Like, who knows?
I love that. No, that's good. That kind of reminds me of what's it called? We'll talk about off camera. Yeah. Uh, an artist or song that you have on repeat right now.
Oh, I love PNB Rock. Rest in peace to him. So I've
Yeah.
been listening to Feelings by PNB Rock on repeat.
Yeah, that's a
Love
good one.
that.
A place that you'd love to live one day.
Anywhere but America.
Mm.
Uh, where would I love to live? Somewhere. I don't know. Climate change has me thinking a lot about that. I'm not gonna
That's
hold you.
true.
I'm like, I want to be somewhere where like it's like secluded enough, so if the apocalypse starts, I have enough time to like do my doomsday prep, but also near the water. But it's like climate change, you fuck around, drown, be underwater. I really don't know. I really
Doomsday.
don't know. That's a good question. That's
No,
a
you're
good question.
good. Let me see. A song or artist that made you want to pursue music.
Mm. I always say this, but Jadakiss, like I love it. Like he really fathered me musically,
Mhm.
like as far as my flow and raps, like Jadakiss, definitely Jadakiss.
I love Jadakiss. 5 things you have in your purse at all times.
There needs to be a lighter because I don't never got a lighter. Um, a lip liner, my wallet, lip gloss, a mini perfume,
Mm,
and what's the fourth one? What's always my keys, my house
yes.
keys. But I have hand sanitizer that's attached to my house keys, and that is the most important thing. That's number 5, hand sanitizer.
No,
That's
seriously. You'll be so many places I'll go out with my friends and they're like, I'm the girl that always has a bag on her. Like, do you have a hand sanitizer? I'm like, yeah, 'cause I'm not touching my
sure
hands at food.
do.
Like, no, I'm gonna get sick. A place you'd like to perform.
Um, something. All right, so I have 2, short term and long term. So short
Okay.
term, I would say like South by Southwest. Long term, I would
Mm.
like to headline Afropunk. Love me some Afropunk, bro.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh my God. No, I can see that. I can see that.
right? Oh, I love Afropunk.
I definitely could see you on a stage at a festival. I feel like you would kill like a festival look. Like I haven't like
Definitely a
stalked your
festival
Instagram
girl.
enough, but I feel like you kill an Instagram a festival look. So if I weren't a rapper, I would be blank.
Oh, a psychologist. I'm actually in school right
Mm.
now working towards a psychology degree. So definitely psychology. I'm like super spiritual and I do like reading. So I feel like
Hmm.
having like a psychology degree would definitely add a more professional, I guess, in the material realm, mm,
I feel you
like
mean.
legitimate. So
Hmm.
definitely that. I love to work with people and study the human mind and behavior and pattern recognition and all of that. So psychologist.
Psychology is cool. The class I had in college was really hard, but I learned a lot, and I still like remember it. So I don't know, psychology on me. Uh, lastly, one thing you want to manifest for yourself for the rest of the year. So let me say it again. One thing you want to manifest for yourself for the rest of the year.
Um, I feel like it's all already coming to fruition for real. Like
Mm,
I you can't start with manifestation without gratitude first. So
mm,
I'm not trying. I am deeply rooted in my gratitude right now. And I am 110% sure that whatever it is that's on my heart is on its way to me. Like, and that's
mm-hmm.
just what it is. Ah, yes. So
Yeah.
everything is everything right now. Even just being here, that's a manifestation. Like, so
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I
there
love
already.
that. Thank you.
Yes.
I love that. Well, it was so nice speaking with you, and be sure to listen to BYOV on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
And
Or else.
yes, or else, seriously. But yeah, thank you
Oh,
so much for being here. It was a lovely conversation.
thank you. Oh, thanks for having me. I can't wait to rewatch and laugh at myself.